Centuries, wickets, winners, losers. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, it all happened in the 4-day regional championship earlier today. Welcome back to another video. Alright, my peeps, so in this one, I just want to give you a quick update on how today went as it relates to the games that were in action. So we have Trinidad and Tobago, Red Force taking on the Guyana Harpy Eagles. That game is still ongoing. We also have the Jamaica Scorpions taking on the Windward Island team. That game is still ongoing. But where the Leeward Islands versus Barbados game is concerned, that one is done and dusted. We would have seen Rakeem Cornwall doing some excellent bowling, finishing up with, I think, around about 11 wickets. And we also would have seen Kieran Powell picking up a century. So we're going to go through all of that, my peeps. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. Turn on the post notification bell. And also make sure you leave a comment. Alright, so going to go through the one game that is already finished. So Barbados, they lost to the Leeward Island by 2 wickets. Yeah, man, by 2 wickets. And it was courtesy of a century from the, I don't want to forgotten West Indies opener. But Kieran Powell, he made 104 off 109 to lead the way for his team. So 104 of 109 deliveries. We also have the captain, Jamar Hamilton, picking up 55 from 70. So scores in that game, we have, let me just give you the scores in that game. Leeward Island were 154 and 247. Barbados, 322 and 78. Yes, you guys will remember that Cornwall and another bowler there, they actually bowled extremely well and they were able to bowl them down for 78 in that games in that innings there. So yeah, the Leeward Island team take this one. As I said, Rakeem Cornwall finishing with figures. I think he picked up 11 wickets. You know, Hamilton getting some runs under his belt. Powell also getting a century. So shout out to those guys. In terms of the bowling for Barbados, you know, things never really work too tough. You know, we have Shane Hola, he picked up 3. Boys had 2 wickets and McAllister had 2 in that second innings there. So the Leeward Island Hurricanes taking that game by 2 wickets. Alright, let us move on over to games that are still in progress. So we have the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force taking on the Guyana Harpy Eagles. And scores in, well, let me give you the scores first. So Trinidad and Tobago Red Force taking on the Guyana Harpy Eagles. And scores in that game so far, we have scores in that game so far. You know, Guyana Harpy Eagles, they would have scored 160. Well, not Guyana. Guyana would have scored 324 and 247. Trinidad and Tobago Red Force 160, and they are batting. You know, they are on 106 for 3. And they need a further 306 runs to win. You know, so the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force team will be looking to bat out the rest of tomorrow to try and win it. And the Guyana Harpy Eagles will be looking to pick up 4 wickets. So that was at the end of day 3. So they still have another day. So tomorrow is the final day there for them to get that. We have the skipper Darren Bravo batting like a man that is on a mission. At sports time, he was actually on 63 for 105. Well, at the close of play, 63 of 105 delivers. And you know, that, yeah, man, that is how it is looking for him so far. 63 of 105. We also, let me just pull up the others. So how much is that now? 106 for 3. Gooley, he made 14. Kemo Paul bowling, he has picked up 2 wickets so far. So shout out to Kimo Paul. So yeah man, Darren Bravo is the man that is there leading the charge for the Guyana Harpy Eagles. They are definitely looking good. In terms of the batting in that second innings for Guyana Harpy Eagles, if I didn't give you everything, we had Kemal making a century, 101. Captain Leon Johnson getting 74 off 158 delivers. So those were the guys that really set things up for them there. So that is how that game is going. And the final game now, the Jamaica Scorpions, they are going up against the Windward Island Volcanoes, and they have their back against the wall. Scores in the game, Jamaica Scorpions 101 all out, and they are currently on 233 for 9. Scores for Windward Islands 217 and 298. So that simply means that Windward Islands, they are leading by 182 runs. So the Jamaica Scorpions not looking too good at all. They need 182 runs to win. The Windward Islands team, all they need is another wicket. So batting for the Jamaica Scorpions, Abjaiman Singh, he actually got a 55 off 102 deliveries, while Derval Green, he made 48 off 90 deliveries on the back of that 5-wicket haul there. So shout out to those players for getting some runs under their belt. So Aldane Thomas also picked up a half century, 55 off 102 deliveries. Bowling for the Windward Island team now, we have Sherman Lewis getting 4 wickets for 22 runs. Yes, 4 wickets for 22 runs. Justin Greaves 2 for 42, and Larry Edward 2 for 65. So the Jamaica Scorpions, they need a further 182 runs to win this game. And the Windward Island Volcanoes, all they need to do is pick up another wicket. In case you did not catch it, in the second innings there for the Windward Island Volcanoes, they had Captain Alec Arthanes getting 97 off 100 deliveries, while Hodge made 82. So those were the main contributors, my viewers and subscribers. And as I said, those 2 games there, tomorrow is the final day. And I can just imagine that you guys are going to be busy tomorrow taking a look at the West Indies game versus South Africa, and also taking a look at the final day of this round of games. So yeah, that is basically it for this one, my peeps. We're going to leave it right there for now. Sports to the bone. Keeping it informed. Big up on yourself.